let us start with our second session. Our second session is tools and techniques for improving students' reading, learning, and listening styles. Reading, listening, and writing style. Because these skills were informed to me. Speaking skill was not mentioned. Whatever message I got from Priyanka madam. So I just framed all the sessions, whatever she had written me to improve reading, listening, and writing skills. What was informed by Sneha Madam to her. So let us focus on now. See whatever we discussed in the morning session, all the techniques you can start thinking how you can use it for enhancing reading, listening, writing skills. Because that techniques, that tools are really wonderful. You can use to enhance any ability of the students. Okay, so let us start. First, if you will understand what is mean by listening skills, what is mean by reading, writing, then really it can help. Because we have seen the meaning of the learning. And as we have seen the meaning of the learning, then we could understand learning is not only the hearing, not only the understanding, but it is also organization of the knowledge, just retention, revision, managing the information, managing the time also. So we can help to improve learning skills. The similar way we have to understand what is meant exactly by listening, what is meant by exactly reading, what different processes are involved in the reading, what different processes are involved in the writing. Suppose I am writing, writing is not the only collection of the word, not only the writing the sentence, but some grammar, punctuality, exclamatory remark, comma, semicolon. And if I am writing this also, that also is included in the writing skill. Not only just writing a complete sentence, but the glorious word, high quality words, using phrases, then it is writing skills. So we must understand writing skills means just higher writing words, understanding, reflection of the phrases, synonym, antonym means difficult words. It should be there in our writing skill. Then only we can say writing skill is good. Similarly, reading is not just reading a sentence, but reading the exclamatory remark, oh, surprise, excitation, that should be reflected by while reading. So that is called as the reading skill. Time is there, pronunciation also comes in the reading, vocabulary team is what way the student is learning the sentence. So that is the completion of reading. And when we want to enhance such a skills, we have to focus on enhancing each attribute of reading, each attribute of writing. In the way, suppose listening, not only listening, now you are hearing my sentence, audible say, but listening means not only by hearing, listening unspoken words. Suppose I am sitting just quiet like this, so you have to listen me. So what is that? Meaning of the listening, unspoken work, non-verbal communication. So that is also included in the listening. So let us see that how we can become how we can make our students fluent in the skills. So see, listening is ability to decode the meaning of audio string. Here it is written audio string, but non-verbal audio is also not there. Then also we should listen. Silence also we should listen. So writing is the ability to encode thoughts and concepts into written form. So whatever now see, I am just expressing what is we covered in the first session. If I will ask you to write that, so first you will think it, your thoughts, you will arrange, you will just synthesis it, short or filter some abstract, and then you will write down that your thoughts in written form. So concepts, encoding thoughts and concepts, because what you understood, what concept is understood. So then only you will write. So writing means encoding the thoughts and concepts. perhaps what you have understood you will not able to convey me, because if you will not write down in clear way, if you will not answer my question in clear way, I will not able to understand. So it depends upon your writing skills, means how you have decoded your thoughts and concepts. Then speaking, I will not talk speaking. We are just focusing on this. So reading is the ability to decode the meaning of written string. So decoding is there, means not only just read what is written, but understand. Reading means just noting the things also. Like I told you, the punctuation marks should be also read. Comma should be also read. If it is a comma, if it is a semicolon, that should be also read. So daily communication means, if you'll see what are the percentage of daily communication on average, students use 16% reading. Writing is very less required in the school. 9% reading is more, and speaking is more 30%, and listening is more. So see, students listen more. So we have to make exchange, and the speaking should be also significant. Then only we can say it will be active skills. So are you listening to what I am saying? Yes or no? Are you listening to me? So definition, yes, yes. So listening is a process of receiving. You are receiving information, interpreting. See, in listening also interpretation is included, and reacting to a message. So you have answered yes. So I said yes, you are listening me. Suppose I am asking you and you are just hearing. Are you listening? Are you listening? You are not responded me. So that is not the listening. So listening means not only just audible sound to hear, but listening also means include responding, reacting, interpreting. Okay, so interpretation is also there. What I have asked, interpret exactly what I asked and just react to the message. No communication process is complete without listening. So in listening, now if we have to focus on enhancing listening skills of students, then means we have to focus how my teaching they will receive maximum interpret. Interpretation will be also very high quality, and reactions response should be also there. Then we can say students are listening. And if you'll see here, process of receiving, constructing meaning from, responding to spoken, and here it is written non-verbal message. Responding to non-verbal messages also, because see, students are making noise and I am just now very anger. So I will not teach. So students should understand my silence. Now they have to keep silence without saying word. So they have really listening me. So non-verbal messages also they have to understand with thoughtful attention. So we expect some thoughtful attention has to be there in the listening. So you can see the meaning is accurate perception of what we are being communicated. If students are not responding, then we will not say students are not listening. They are just hearing. They are not answering my question. They are not doing what I am expected, means they are expected to do. So that is not the listening. So it is the art of separating facts from statement. One statement is given. What are the facts? Separate it. So they are just listening. It involves hearing, understanding, and retaining and recalling. Like learning. See, like learning, listening skill also included hearing, understand what I am saying. That means listening, not only hearing word by word. You have to understand, then only you are listening, and retain and recalling also. So it involves making sense of those words and understanding their meaning. And then it will be meaningful listening. If you have written information, you are able to recall. That means your listening skill is very good. Suppose now forget about the teaching students. Just we are discussing something. Suppose We will discuss, suppose, movie, one cinema story I am discussing with you. And if you are really listening to my story, then definitely you will understand that story. What is the scene, what are the feelings of the actors, what is happening. You will remember it, you will recall it. And when I will ask you what was the story, then you will involve in the feelings also, and you will also retain, you will able to tell me. So that is the enhancement, means in the learning outcome, because it is expected to retain. And that we have to see how students will able to concentrate also in tomorrow's session. If they will concentrate on what we say, definitely their listening skills will be enhanced. But generally, to enhance listening skills, we have to understand again the learning philosophy. In morning, we have understood learners types, learners means learning styles and types. So here, if we want to enhance listening skills, we must understand the philosophy of the learning or listening. Because see, if I will go on talking, monotonous talking, how many minutes you can listen with concentration? Only 7 minutes. So there should be gap after 7 minutes. With my same monotonous way, I had to take pause. I had to ask you something. I had to take a break. So this we had to understand. We have to change our teaching tool. Suppose I am just discussing, I had to show you slide, I had to show you picture, I had to use audio, I had to show video, then only listening will be enhanced. So this we have to understand, first listening, and then we will be able to enhance listening and writing skills, because listening writing skills will go hand in hand together. Reading and writing also will go hand in hand. So teaching games, tools, techniques will use to improve listening skills of students. Now you think, take a pause. Since morning we have learned many tools. Take a think, pair and share, because you could tell me that you can implement it. Now think that think, pair and share game. How it can be used for listening? How it can be used for enhancing reading and writing? So I will make one student to read the paragraph from the book. So reading skill is practiced. Another students are listening. So here reading skills, listening skills will be improved. Then after reading that paragraph, we will ask students to ask the students to other students. We will not ask. That will be again a game. Students, you generate questions and stump your partner. Stumping your partner. Ask such a questions which other students will not be able to answer. We will announce that game. Now she will read. But you have to ask such a questions to the class that nobody can answer the questions read by her. So then students will eagerly learn, read. Sorry, listen. Students will eagerly listen. Oh, carefully, 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 carefully. I have to create such a questions. I will win. I will be winner. I will be winner. I have to ask difficult questions. So listening skill will be improved. Then we will say who is reading. That fellow has to answer. Then by the person who is reading, student who is reading, he or she will be attentive, and reading and listening skills both understanding, and then she or he will start reading with meaningful, by interpreting, by recalling. Oh, I am not supposed to only read, I had to answer the questions. Then reading, it will include the interpretation and here means retaining also, and that listening skills will be enhanced. So reading plus listening skills will be enhanced. Now speaking skills will be also enhanced by answering. So these are going hand in hand together. What you have to do? Think the games and frame your technique to enhance learning skill, listening skills, writing skills. Now, if you have to enhance writing skills, same. Think, pair, and share. Now, questions are asked. Now you write down. Now you write down. So students will write down. Where they will write down? In their notebook. Suppose online media is there, in computer lab is there, then you can use that whiteboards also. Okay, so that will be the way. So think, pair and share. Now stump your partner also I explain. Now in morning games we have seen peer-to-peer learning. So who is the smart reader? Who is the smart listener? We will use that student and we will ask him or she to carry out the activities. So helping peer-to-peer learning from advanced learner to weak learners. So here see active listening skills, ask open-ended questions. These are methods you can improve the skills, not only listening skills, but the same for you can just think it same for reading and writing also. Some change will be there. So ask open-ended question. Open-ended question means what? That they will write down very interesting way. Means say answer will not be same. Answer will not be same. Answer can be variety. So, listening skills, suppose paragraph will be read, but open-ended questions means their thoughts can come and we can ask them to write. So, writing skills will be also improved. Or if they are supposed to answer by voice, they will add their thoughts or feelings also. Ask the open-ended questions. Request clarification. So, we will ask them clarification. Have you understood this sentence? Clarify it, interpret it, be attentive. So attentions, we have to focus on students attention. As soon as we enter in the class we should not start. There are various techniques also how to take lecture, how to frame 130 minutes lecture, 45. There are some techniques. Warm up technique is there. Enter in the class, spend 2 3 minutes from warm up, then at the end revise. So that are also instruction methodology, designing instruction methodology. Summarize it. Summarization is required. Paraphrasing, reflect feelings. Time should be given for reflection also. Then only listening skill will enhance. Suppose I am going teaching, telling, then listening skill will not be enhanced because you will not catch all the informations. I have to spend some time for catch up your reflections. If I will give some time for catch up games, for your reflections, for thinking, for pen down, for writing points, asking the scorer, it will enhance the listening skill also, writing skills also, because here students will be asked only to write down points, not write down the notes, only points. Suppose I am explaining merits. How many merits? Now start, revise, reflect, write down. I have told you 5 merits, 5 advantage of this theory. You write down the 5 advantage. Some student will write down 1, some students will write down 2. I have explained how much students have listened. When their listening skills will enhance, students should know, oh, you are just taking such a games. This should be habit. Every day class habit should be there. 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes should be spent on such a techniques. So students know, oh, teacher will ask who is the scorer. Then they will listen very carefully. Or in fact, before teaching, we can tell now there will be question. Write down the points. You need not write down just now. I will give 5 minutes. You will note down the points and I will see the scorer. Then students will try to listen carefully. They will try to retain it and slowly their listening, writing skills will be developed. And reading also. If you will make students to read that, because that is my practice. Even if I used to teach in college, I used to use this methodology. Students used to bring the book, my book, because I have written book for my subjects. So all 4 5 universities are referring that. So I used to tell open book now. I have told you the merits. Now you read it. Time will be given 5 minutes. Close the book. So reading used to happen in the college hours. You can take that practice. You are taking it, but not in the game form. That is what I am telling you. Create the excitements, create the fun. Then only it will be worked very well. So it should be played in the fun way. So now 5 minutes are given. Now you write down the points. So reading is covered, listening is covered. Now writing. Point. So students don't know how to write down points. Many they will write down sentence. Point means what? The first point of advantage should be underlined while writing answer. So this is answer writing skills also. Underline the first word. So that word should be key. Like cost is less. So cost. Cost is the first point. Space required. Space. So this is the point generation skill. So writing points, writing skills will be also enhanced. So reflection should be there. Okay. So these are the techniques. No observing body language. No, there are number of effective methods to improve listening skills. You can use radio in the class. You can use CD, audio, YouTube. You can use your mobile is there. Start the YouTube. Let the students listen. Because while you are telling some reading in the lecture class, some chapter, that chapters are available now on YouTube. So students get bored if they listen to us only. Instead of that, use another teacher. Start another teacher's lesson. Let the students listen that. So it will work because students will not be bored only to listen you. So there are different voices are there, different teachers are there. It's 10 minutes, not whole class. I miss whole lecture. Just 5 to 10 minutes. Okay.